Hi everyone, Troy Cummings with Home Membership. Today I really just wanted to deep dive into our coverage chart. A lot of our home warranty members, they love our coverage chart, and we sometimes get the questions about how did we come up with it, how is it derived. So I really wanted to deep dive into the coverage chart and kind of tell you guys how it was formed and how we developed it, and how it affects you as a home warranty member. So let's dive right in. Give me just a second. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, great. So in front of you here, you can see our coverage chart. And really how this coverage chart was derived was we really looked at 5 years of claim data from all the claims that we had because our old products used to work similar to the way maybe the national warranty companies work, the same deal where you got to call in, they send out a provider, and then someone's got a diagnosis, and then the warranty company has to actually approve or say this is covered or it's not covered, and maybe it has exclusions that you didn't know about. So really the process of all that just we saw a lot of holes with it. So we really knew we had to go back to the drawing board. And what we did is we went back and looked at 5 years of claim data. And what we saw was 90% of the time, the vendors that we send out to make the repairs, they were always going out and doing the same thing year after year. So we said, how can we take these things that typically break down all the time and put them into an easy to use coverage chart for our members? So we met with the vendors, we started to see what parts actually broke down the most. And then we started to develop a coverage chart, and we started to develop an average for that part replacement that a customer may see when they have something that breaks down. So that way, if, let's say, for example, your compressor goes out, you're going to get $600 for the compressor for the part and $300 for labor. And that's the nice thing with our products is, when you're with the national company, you actually have to call in, they send somebody out, then it may or may not be covered. You had to wait 1 or 2 weeks for the service provider to get out. Where with us, you get to choose your own provider. The provider comes out to your residence, then your own service provider who you chose can actually tell you, Mrs. Johnson, you need a compressor. So then Mrs. Johnson can pull out the coverage chart, see how much they get for the compressor, and she knows, hey, I'm going to get $900 total. I'm going to get $600 for the part and $300 in labor. And Mrs. Johnson is free to go out and she's free to search and find other providers who may do that service for cheaper. Now, depending on Mrs. Johnson's size of her unit, all those things, Mrs. Johnson may have to come out of pocket some, or what is provided in our coverage chart, she may not have to come out of pocket at all. But what we did is we took the average of those repairs from everything that we saw that our providers constantly worked on year after year after year. And we put those into an easy to understand coverage chart. And the nice thing about us as well is because you're not having to call in for approval, basically choose your own provider. They come out, they diagnose it. Then you look and see what coverages you have on the coverage chart. If it's on there, it's covered. If it's not on the coverage chart, it's not covered. But if it is on there, you can look, see the dollar amount. You go ahead and you pay for that repair. Then you take that invoice, you upload it into your member portal, and then one of our account representatives looks at your invoice, and then we reimburse you for that repair. It's really that simple. Our members love it. If you have additional questions about home membership, any of our products, please visit homemembership.com. Thank you.